Hello guys, Havax here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I'm going to go over an Unkillable comp I made with Sir Nicholas, Painkeeper and Maneater. The two called brawls can be interchanged for any damage dealers. The best two champions you can use as damage dealers are either two Dragomorphs or a Dragomorph and a Vizier. This version of Unkillable is very similar to the 3 Maneater version in that it can be used on all affinities, including Spirit. A double rush card or double Sir Nick Unkillable comp can't be used on Spirit because the decreased speed debuff will make it go out of sync and you'll lose the Unkillable buff. But this comp is speed tuned in a way that Maneater has his block debuffs buff up for both the second AoE and the stun. I'll get into the rotation and then I'll show the speeds. This Unkillable comp can run on auto, but it requires some manual setup first. I'll just go over the manual setup and then we'll look at the results. Before the first AoE, Painkeeper will use his A1, Maneater will use his A1, and Sir Nicholas will use his A1. Then Painkeeper will use his A2, Maneater will use his A3, and Sir Nicholas will use his A1. I won't go over the damage dealers because that'll be different. Painkeeper uses his A3, Maneater uses his A1. Then Sir Nicholas uses his Unkillable before the first stun. Painkeeper uses his A1, Maneater uses his A1. Now Maneater blocks the second AoE. And when we use the shield on Sir Nicholas here, we'll be able to auto. And that's how it goes. I'll just show you a few rounds. I use the Unkillable buff from Sir Nicholas right before the first stun, because if I don't use it there and Sir Nicholas gets stunned, the Maneater will die on the first AoE of the second cycle. The rotation of the damage dealers depends on who you use. As you can see, it just works perfectly on auto after the initial setup. Now let's just move on to the results. So this is the results. There is room for improvement. The Maneater doesn't have War Master yet, and the Occult Brawler's gear is not very good. Also, Painkeeper is not very well equipped either. If you were using Dragomorph, you'd get a lot higher numbers instead of the Occult Brawlers as well. Now let's go over the speeds really quickly. The Sir Nicholas needs to go at between 200 and 204 speed. The two damage dealers need to go at 181 and 182. The Painkeeper needs to go at 242, and the Maneater needs to go at 241. The comp works by having Maneater take 4 turns for every 3 turns the clan boss takes. Painkeeper also takes 4 turns for every 3 turns the clan boss takes. This Ancient Blood is on a 5-turn cooldown, but because Painkeeper takes 4 turns for every 3 turns the clan boss takes, he can use the decreased cooldown every cycle, making that 5-turn cooldown a 4-turn cooldown. The same happens with Sir Nicholas. His 4-turn cooldown Unkillable goes down to a 3-turn cooldown, and he takes 3 turns for every 3 turns the clan boss takes. This way he can use his Unkillable before the first AoE every time, and Maneater can use his Unkillable before the second AoE every time, and this Unkillable lasts until after the stun, because no one is taking 2 turns between the second AoE and the stun. Painkeeper is taking 2 turns between the stun and the first AoE, and Maneater is taking 2 turns between the first AoE and the second AoE, but no one is taking 2 turns between the second AoE and the stun, so this can be used to block both of those attacks. The Painkeeper goes right after Sir Nicholas before the first AoE, so you can't use someone like Warcaster, whose block damage is only a 1 turn, because then Painkeeper will go right after and remove his block damage buff, and then he'll die on the first AoE. I was originally trying to use him for this comp, but I have another comp where I'm using a Warcaster and a Sir Nicholas that works as well, but not for Spirit, because it doesn't block the decreased speed. I will make a video using Sir Nicholas and Warcaster in an Unkillable comp later. The correct turn order for the champions actually happen right after the first stun, but I'll just show you what happens if you don't use the Unkillable before the first stun on Sir Nicholas. Because he takes a turn right after Maneater's first Unkillable, he will lose the block debuffs buff right before the stun, and he might take the stun. If he takes the stun here, then Maneater will die on the next AoE, because he won't be unkillable here. Sir Nicholas will also be out of sync now, so you have to do the 5-turn manual setup before you can press auto, even though the turn order is correct already from the first stun. If you like this video, please subscribe for more content. Bye!